Gentlemen, to this very special cast with LD, joined of course by the man, the myth, the legend, Ice Frog himself, also known as Bruno the Statsman. Bruno, we are casting Valve, facing off against Warlord, who I believe is the owner of one of the largest Dota 2 Steam groups in the game, as well as some of his friends. Bruno, man, your post-international glow, is it still there? Has it worn off? What have you been up to? I'm sure the world wants to know.
I've taken a few weeks off. You know me, I mean, I've been in the scene for quite a long time now, but I have low profile kind of thing. I don't like to be in the spotlight for too much. And also, I've been in a few personal stuff things, so I've been trying to enjoy lots of time with my friends and family. But, well, I'll be back. I'll be back, and this is one way to say hello to you guys, to remind you that I haven't forgotten about you, and just have fun with a little match here, which I think that even though we all love tournament games and all these exciting plays, I think that every once in a while, these kind of relaxed games where you can actually laugh with the players are much more enjoyable.
Oh, Bruno, Bruno, Bruno. How can you taunt the people? How can you torture them? You give them a taste, and then you take away that sweet, sweet nectar, the chest hair, the leg jokes, the whole persona, man. It's just not fair. You cannot entertain people that much. And then just disappear off the face of the earth. It's not right, man. It's not fair to your fans. It's not fair to the Dota community. And by the way, did I hear you just slip in there that you will be back for the International 3? Already getting the invite, apparently. Bruno really ahead of his times, I gotta say. Since I don't think even Valve has quite planned that event out yet, but if anyone gets an invite first, I guess it would be you.
I guess you'll know it. I mean, you'll be the first one to know it, but as with this international, I'll be in the next one no matter what. Even if I have to go to the last row and spectate or just, oh, hey, Doug.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. You'll have to be fighting. You'll have to be fighting to get in the door, I'm pretty sure.
Exactly. They won't remember me.
Because
say, hey, it's the guy with the leg jokes.
Let's be honest, Bruno. You were not very funny at the international. You were pretty annoying, really, and I don't know. I don't know if I can deal with you for another year.
Well, I mean, you know how we had these headsets, and I had this constant voice in my left ear saying, "Shut up, Bruno. You're not funny. Stop doing that." But I didn't hear because I'm deaf in that ear.
Did you rip that part out and just go rogue on the middle of the cast? Is that where the legs joke came from?
Yeah, pretty much. Just a second. I'm going to shut my dog.
Your dog's barking. My cat is meowing. So let's go shut our respective animals up. We'll be right back, guys. Shut up.
Windrunner at your service.
Dire team pick.
Okay, the problem has been taken care of. In a good way.
Apparently the Warlord team actually consists of community translators or something. I have been told to correct myself by saying it consists of community translators or something. So guys, these are community translators or something. They are not the owners of a large Dota 2 Steam group. I apologize. If anyone has more solid info, I'd be happy to give them a proper shout out. But anyway, our animals have been shut up and put to sleep for good. You'll never hear from them again. And Bruno, maybe we should talk about the game before us. It's a Lifestealer. Up against an anti-mage, not sure about this pick, but we'll see if they can make it work.
I don't know, maybe they're trying for something different here. If you just look at the bans, I think I've never seen in my life a Viper ban, for example. So, I'm not sure if there's something, probably there's a strategy coming on, something different. But in paper, yeah, Lifestealer versus anti-mage. You'll have to run and run a lot because anti-mage will blink you away.
This is where you go for the race car build, as some people like to call it. Just get your phase boots, get your Yasha up, get your Yule Scepter, your Mask of Madness, and if you're running at permanent haste, there's no way that anti-mage is getting away from you. So that's what I want to see from this Lifestealer. If he doesn't go for it, I will be very disappointed.
Oh well, yeah. But then again, you have some ways to keep that anti-mage lockdown. Well, actually, you have only one reliable stun, which is Rubik, and Nigmax Black Hole, of course. But I'm more interested about the Dyers, or is it Radiant? Bottom is Radiant, yeah.
Oh, they're trying hard, man. They're trying hard with this lineup.
They really want to play.
Look at that. They have ranged heroes, they have team fight, they have a carry, they have stuns. Are we watching Na'Vi?
They have redheads. That's the key part you're forgetting.
Yeah, they got a lot of gingers. We just need to throw Toby on this roster, and I think they'll be golden.
I mean, Earthshaker technically is a ginger, so...
10 seconds.
Yeah, he's got that manly, like, auburn beard. I could see that. I could definitely see that.
I mean, he probably has seen better times. Bit old right now, but maybe when he was a young Earthshaker.
Do you think
he's all the ladies?
Do you think he's a fire crotch?
Or
do you think it's do you think he dyes his hair?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the jury's still out on that one.
Cyborg Mac could probably tell us, to be perfectly honest. He's probably stripped Earthshaker down before.
Yeah. I know he stripped Lena out, so.
Oh boy, Cyborg Matt. Alright, so, for anyone who's just tuning in, we have a team of apparently community translators on the Dire side. On the Radiant squad, it is our Valve staff. The only one I actually was fortunate enough to get a chance to meet from this lineup is T-Tox, who works in the Steam support community, but at TI2, he was pretty much handling... Ooh, my stream's kind of laggy. Let me see if I can fix that. But he was pretty much organizing the actual... he was, sort of setting the rules and the schedule for the actual tournament itself. So, he didn't handle the event planning so much as far as the venue goes, but he was in charge of the brackets, the scheduling, which teams were in each group. He had some help with that along the way, but very deeply involved with the international. And it's a pleasure to get to see him, get to play a game of Dota once. But I gotta say, Valve, they do find time for the game as much as they were.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we talk about players being paid to play the game and win. But, I mean, in a certain way, Valve employees also do that. Of course, they have other responsibilities, but you can actually go and say, yeah, I get paid to play games. That's technically true.
If only that's all it was. I think I think we wouldn't have Dota 2 if that's all it was. To be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. But I do know that some of the Valve employees are really avid Dota players, and they can't go one day without playing their 1 or 2 games. So it's also nice to see that there are some people creating the game that also care about the game and play it, and because they care, the game is as good as it is.
And already we have stakes coming out for this game.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that turd is. It sounds interesting, but it is really a lot different from other. There's a lot of companies where the designers they make the game and then it doesn't really seem like they love it. But if Valve doesn't like a game, they don't work on it. I mean, that's pretty much how their company operates. That's how they're built. And that's the beauty of it, is you really see the passion coming through. But enough waxing poetic about Valve. I think it's about time we start flaming these players. We should introduce them first before we start doing so. Reski will be handling the anti-mage. Alaric is going to be playing the Earthshaker. Unfortunately, he's forgotten a circlet in his stash. Sunmore going solo mid is the Lena, rushing a bottle. Antoine B on the Tidehunter. I have no idea why, but he does have a Ring of Regen and a Clarity. This is about the least cost-effective use of gold you will ever see in the laning stage. T-Tox finally going to be handling that Windrunner.
And on the other side, we have Mr. President as Enigma, Warlord as Lifestealer, and he's jungling. Miss Poe going with Ruvik, Beastmaster and Shadow Demon going bottom with Beastmaster, Palpatine and Isat. That's interesting laning though. I mean, Shadow Demon, Beastmaster, have you ever seen anything like this? Do you know how it works? Can it work?
Well, I was going to say they have more axes, but they actually don't, because Shadow Demon has no weapons of any kind. In fact, he's like the least intimidating character. He looks ugly and nasty, but where are his weapons? He's just a weird creature with 3 claws in each hand. He doesn't scare me. Meanwhile, Anti-Mage has these gigantic, comically oversized Blades of Doom. Earthshaker's got a big totem, so I gotta say, this Radiant squad is a little bit better equipped. I think the Dire should go complain to their armorer. They're lacking in gear, man. They're definitely lacking in gear. And how are we watching a game with Valve playing, where there are no nice cosmetic items? What the hell is going on here? Shouldn't they have all the items?
Oh, I know that they can have them. I think they just don't want to show off. Or maybe they don't have heroes that have cosmetic items yet. Oh, well, no, yes. There's Tidehunter. Tidehunter should be loaded. But now maybe they're playing, coy. Because, I mean, when you show with all these cosmetic items and everything, you're making a statement. People will be watching at you. Will be trying to say, oh, this guy has to be great. And maybe they don't want that kind of pressure,
You might be reading a little too much into that. But, here's what I'm thinking, actually, is it'll be like a celebration whenever they get a kill. They just pop on their gear, and then they just strut around with it until they die, and then they have to take it off in shame. Bottom lane, this is going to be a hard lane for anti-mage, I gotta say, and generally, if you're going to play in this matchup, taking Mana Burn is a pretty horrible idea. You do not want to take Mana Burn in the laning stage against Shadow Demon, because he will just make you very, very sad, and make you wish that you didn't have those big blades, as sexy as they might look. Yeah, it's sort of like high heels. They're not practical, man.
You know what else you shouldn't do? Like, go dual melee lane with anti-mage and Earthshaker. You know, it's a support and everything, but Shadow Demon does whatever he wants. He can harass, he can just dance around, and no one will do anything because Earthshaker uses a Fissure, and there goes half his mana. An anti-mage, really, he can't do much against Shadow Demon. So I think this is probably one of the weirdest lane combinations from both sides that I've ever seen.
But the weapons, Bruno, they just have so many weapons. Uh-oh, AM, you don't want to do this? Maybe you do! First blood claimed by Valve, claimed by Resky. The trash talk came out fast and furious from Warlord and his squad, but it is going to be Valve that strike first, man. Looking pretty good now. Looking pretty good.
And that first blood going to the anti-mage probably means a quick ring of health, if he decides to go that way, and he should, because he has no regen. And just like a sitting duck there, waiting for...
Is he rushing the fabled Hand of Midas?
Nope, he went for a salve and boots. That's interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Not. What are your thoughts on this item selection?
And also a magic wand, an entire magic wand. Yeah, I'm not. But they're Valve, they know. They have some...
Bruno, what are the stats on a completed magic wand? Don't you just have the... Uh-oh, anti-mage is in a lot of trouble. Oh god, oh god. Not the best blink! Oh. Bruno, I don't understand my world anymore. Oh, you should have thrown Lena up on the cliff! No! No, Rubik! You fail, sir. You fail. It was a good effort, though.
Yeah, I think he could last. And we were taking a look at that bottom lane. I want to see a bit of the top lane because it's a dual lane versus an Enigma that's handling his own. He's level 5. They're not doing anything to deny him experience, nor farm. Well, yeah, farm, yeah, because he's just 6 creeps. But anytime, I mean, you see Windrunner and...
Are you trying to analyze this game? Is that what I hear? Is that what I hear you doing right now? Trying to sneak some analysis in this game?
You know me, I can't resist.
Bruno.
I have to learn to...
You're an addict, man. You need your fix. You need your fix of showing off how smart you are. That's your problem.
Sorry, LD. You know, it's just like, how long has it been since the international? About 3 weeks now? I'm itching for some Dota games, Dota analysis.
Dude, tell me about it. I haven't cast any Dota 2 since the international. I don't think I've cast a single game. I played rather poorly at times, but I haven't cast a thing. I did some Dota 1, which is a lot of fun, but it's not quite Dota 2, I gotta say. I miss my Dota 1 in certain ways, but there's a lot of things I don't miss. Like, have you ever tried to open up the stat screen while a game is going on in Dota 1? It literally covers the entire screen with, and you would love it. You would love it because it's just a wall of numbers. I felt like I was in the Matrix, except I'm not Neo and I can't interpret the numbers. You would enjoy that, but for me, that doesn't work so well, especially with Pinoy Dota, because they're constantly going for kills.
You know the thing, I mean, I haven't been into competitive Dota until Dota 2 came out, so I'm not really used to the observer's stat screen from Dota 1. So every time I watch like you and GST or Gods in previous tournaments, and you pop up this screen, I don't know where anything is. So it's just like, oh yeah, I see numbers. I don't know where anything is. I don't know what they're telling me. I don't know, just...
Oh, this is a big dive bottom. They want Resky. How do you miss those axes? Oh no, Palpatine. But Anti-Mage, unwisely, I have to say, decides to fight one more auto attack. Not gonna get him.
9 HP.
Bruno.
In the meantime, that Earthshaker still has his circlet and now the Razor recipe in his stash. What can I say? He's saving for a rainy day.
Sunborn. Looking like he might be Moonborn in a second, and he is! He goes down! That joke made absolutely no sense, but just pretend it was a good one, and we'll roll with it.
Don't worry, you brought me here so I can laugh at your jokes, and I will.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Good laugh, buddy. You have a nice laugh, Bruno, I gotta say. Nice chest hair, nice laugh. And an unhealthy obsession with numbers. Although apparently you're a bit of a fraud. It turns out you don't really understand all numbers. You have to prepare.
Really? But I did have my yellow.
That's what you're.
notepad.
That's what you're saying, right? That's what you're saying. You can't understand. You can't interpret the numbers in Dota 1. They mean nothing to
Dota
you.
1, yeah. I mean, well, I can't understand the numbers in Team Fortress 2 either, and that doesn't make me a bad person, you know.
I didn't. Well, bad person. I mean, you are a bad. For anyone who doesn't know, Bruno will be the first to tell you that he's a very Machiavellian perspective on life, which is the old way of saying extremely selfish and self-centered. Don't be fooled by his charm or his boyish good looks. This is a cold-blooded killer. He will steal your family. He will steal the bread off your table if it means that he has a better dinner.
Well, you know, when I was a little guy, I really liked role-playing games, and I was really into making these players with no really interesting stats like strength, constitution, but lots of charisma, because I felt reflected that way. But I realized in those games, charisma doesn't do anything.
Uh-oh.
So.
Uh-oh. ESET. Oh, no!
Because
Blasted to bits, and here comes Resky. Valve is on a... Why are they not chasing this? I don't know, but Beastmaster does have the roar. Maybe that's why. They probably had some thought behind it. So Lina, 13 CS in 9 minutes. Oh, not what you're hoping for. I gotta say, Rubik City at 30 and 5. I know we're not supposed to talk about the game. I know I just told you not to, but...
yeah,
there are some things that are starting to concern me right now.
well, I mean, when your best farmer in the game is the Lifestealer that was jungling, that says a lot, you know?
Yeah, he's not a fast jungler. He is a very, very slow jungler.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
really, one of the slowest in the game.
Yep. It used to be more effective in Dota 1. You remember you could go to choke points and the creeps would attack you about one by one. So.
Actually, you are clearly not a subscriber to Luminous's channel. Oh no, I missed a kill bottom. Anti-mage goes down to the roar, it looks like. But, yeah, my first missed kill. I guess I'm getting warmed up if I'm starting to miss kills now. But Luminous, he actually, you can choke point in Dota too. I think some of the spots don't work quite as well. And you also clearly don't read Reddit. So shame on you for that. Because he posted the guide there.
Yeah, I probably missed that one. I know that I've tried to, like, I never liked Jungle Lifestealer, but I tried that once in Dota 2. He's not one of my favorite heroes. And I couldn't do the choke points I knew in Dota 1, so I said, okay, maybe they fixed that. I never thought too much about it until this moment. But now you've opened my eyes, Aldi. You've enlightened me. And for that, I'm grateful.
Yeah, like, there's a choke point right here. You can't... Well, I don't know if you can see where I'm drawing. It's near that big dire camp close to the top lane. There's a little spot right here you can farm in. Where else were the choke points? I think there's one over here in the Radiant, the big camp over near the Rune. I'm trying to think. I want to say there's one. Uh-oh. While I'm talking about this, there's a black hole up top! And they get a double kill. My bad, guys. My bad.
That was the black hole. So, let's just say, who's winning?
Yeah, let's use our handy friend, the gold graph and the experience graph. For those who are too lazy to pay attention to the game or analyze it, these handy tools have been placed here by Valve. And it looks like, in spite of what was a decent start for the Radiant, it is the Dire, leading by quite a lot. I really feel this anti-mage should have rushed a Naked Hand to Midas. I always win whenever I do that. Of course, I only rush it when I get it quickly, so maybe that's not the most meaningful stat. But either way, okay, Bruno. Let's just stop here for a second. Let's stop the presses, stop everything else we're talking about, and explain to me. Oh, he just took Ravage. I took too long to make my point. He was level 6 for like a minute, didn't take Ravage, finally does. Oh, Lina.
Yep, there he is.
Breaks.
That is one dead Lina.
Nothing you can do. But no towers. I feel like I'm watching Chinese game, but like this really old Chinese game where they just farm, and they wanted the tier 1 towers so they could farm safely. Because 10 minutes. Oh, as I say that.
I caught that one.
Boy.
I caught that one, man. I'm on top of it.
You're good. You're better than me.
You were saying, my friend.
Yeah, that I feel like this is really weird. 12 minutes in, no towers. I'm surprised. It's like, you know that those things give you gold, like 1,000 to your whole team.
Yeah,
it's good to kill them.
Look at these heroes. I mean, we've got Lina, Windrunner, great heroes to mow down creep waves. Oh, this could be bad top lane. Lifestealer ganky with no mana. A little bit interesting, I gotta say. Not standard, and my mouse is really bugging out. Yeah, I don't know about that one, but they're still grouped up top. This Beastmaster needs to do some bench presses or something, man. Maybe some pull-ups, because his axes are just pathetically low range, I gotta say.
I've seen that. I don't know. Maybe he just wants to secure the spot. You know, do you remember what back in Dota 1, and I feel like really old now, but you could actually, if you made the axes go really close to you, they would last a really long time, because they lasted the same amount of time. While...
He did it again!
Yeah!
Sorry, yeah, they used to last the same amount of time, you were saying.
Yeah, and that was actually really good, because you could shoot your axis really close to you and then walk, and you had 3 seconds where you had axis just next to you, hitting everything. And that would be actually more efficient than throwing them really long range.
Yeah.
Maybe he's thinking about that.
Oh god, that is the worst possible direction you could ever go. And ESAT will pay. This anti-mage, he may not be farming well, but he is getting some kills. What is he up to now? 3-1-1. In fact, almost even with the Rubik. Finally, Rubik struts down bottom and steals a level 3 blink. Oh man, it's always so annoying to play against Rubik as anti-mage. Because he always gets blink. And you know what's funny is I've been casting a lot of Dota 1 games where Rubik gets picked. And it's not just anti-mage, it's like teams pick anti-mage and Quap. So as though it was enough to give 1 blink to steal. Now he's got 2 to choose from. And you just never kill the Rubik. It's impossible.
I remember a game where Dandy played. It was one of these tournaments before the international where no one was playing really seriously. It was not one of the big ones, just I think an arena or something like that. And Dandy was of course playing Rubik, and he had a blink dagger and he stole anti-mage blink. I spent like literally 2 minutes of the game double blinking just because he could. But I mean, be serious, if you could double blink, you would do it every single time, right?
Well, it's all about the style points, right? You know, that's where you pause the game, get some Gangnam Style on, just start spamming pause in tune with the music, just to pimp yourself out as much as possible. Oh, deny the tower! Antoine! Oh, he almost got the double deny. He got one top earlier. He's going for one bottom. Gushes an illusion, and we're gonna see another black hole. We're gonna see another black hole. We're not gonna see anything of any kind. This is the most anticlimactic chase ever. Now we see the Ravage. If he dies, he stole Ravage! Dandy!
He has no mana.
Oh, but Dandy, except not quite Dandy, like you're pointing out. Is there mana boots? Is there anything? There is still a black hole. Oh, Windrunner's trapped. T-Tox, what is... Everyone in this game is just loving to, like, find themselves surrounded by creeps and enemy heroes. Like, I would never want these guys to be the ones driving a car if you had to be somewhere on time, you know, man? Like, how they're just getting lost in these dead-end alleys. There's, like, all sorts of thugs coming to steal the hubcaps off your car. This is bad stuff.
Yeah, it's quite terrible. But that's the whole point of it, to just laugh a bit about it. I'm sure these guys are really having some fun. But yeah, I mean, the story right now is Rubik is at base, but he has a Ravage to use whenever he wants. And with that black hole, we might see a wombo combo.
The story right now is that this anti-mage is not having a good game, or at least not a good time right now, I should say. And are they gonna find anyone? Soul Catcher's gonna miss. Meanwhile, T-Tox does pick up a kill on the Beastmaster, and he will be punished for that one quite severely. Yes, he will. Mega kill from this Rubik, really getting out of control. Have you noticed how Rubik just sort of bobs his head up and down? Like, I feel like he is playing Gangnam Style in his own head.
Well, what I did notice is that his cape does not tremble anymore. It seems that they fixed that thing where the cape would go up and down really, really quickly.
Well, do you consider that a fix? Personally, I think that's a bug to me. He should be bobbing up and down in every way possible. He's Rubik, man. He's a boss. He's still got Ravage, and he's just not using it at all.
Well, I mean, in his defense, it's anti-mage. They can't burst him down, so... You
know, I'm actually curious if this Radiant squad even knows he has Ravage. It's not clear if they do, because they are grouping up against a hero that's got a 4-staff and Ravage, and this could be... Oh, this could be pretty bad. This could be pretty bad.
That's really LD of you.
4-staff and Ravage! Ravage!
Now the black hole? Black hole? No, the black hole? Oh, no.
Oh, no. Who to watch? I guess I'll watch Windrunner. No, she's dead. She's dead. Yep, and now there's a fight below the tower, some more heroes die. Yeah, my sensitivity I use for gaming, I'm not sure this is the best level for camera control. I got a new mouse since the International. So, yeah, camera movement may be a little bit jerkier than it should be.
Which mouse did you get?
It's the Razer Death Adder. It's just like, it's a pretty cheap mouse, but I've heard good things. I like it so far. Although I gotta say the annoying thing is like when you're booting up, and before the Razer drivers kick in, it runs at basically max sensitivity. So literally, like if I blow air at my mouse, the cursor just flies across the screen. Have you ever played air hockey? It feels like air hockey, man. You give the puck just a tiny bit of momentum, and the cursor just goes flying. And no, I have mouse acceleration turned off, so it's not bad. It's just really high sensitivity.
I know what you mean. I have a Razer Mamba myself, which is it's just a Death Adder with the wireless capability, which I don't use at all.
You show off.
I have exactly the same problem. Fortunately, it's just for 5 seconds until the driver's load, and it's no big deal.
I like to complain though. You've learned this about me. I'm a fussy one, so
yeah.
Any excuse I get, including that.
Oh, that Shadow Demon will survive.
Oh, should have manned up there. That's where you go man mode with the shackle or the body block, and then you die. But you feel good about your manliness at the end of the day.
Exactly. I don't know, man. I mean, Earthshaker has his arcane boots right now, and he's saving towards a blink dagger as well. I think this is one of those games where we might see a change of momentum. Not really, but I like to think it's that way.
I like your optimism. I'm always for like making games as exciting as possible. It is a Lifestealer with a basher and an armlet, though. I mean, really, if he bashes anyone, they're dead from full health. They're all dead. Like nobody is living through this. Even the Tidehunter, I'm pretty sure he dies to that.
Speaking of the Lifestealer, I just got messaged by him on Steam saying they're playing 4v5 and he's just a backup. Actually, it makes sense.
But there's 5.
Well, I mean, have you seen the Lifestealer participate in anything other than that gang without mana? Because I haven't.
He doesn't have to, man. His team is winning 4v5. Although he did show up top, like you said, with the no mana gank. That was pretty cute.
It's just so people would remember he's still there.
For anyone who's wondering, this is how you lose a game slowly but surely by war of attrition. If you just 4-man mid, while the enemy team is farming all the other lanes in the jungle, or at least a couple of the lanes, it's simple math. Bruno, you could write a book about these stats. They are not looking good for the Radiant in that respect. They got to spread out. They got to spread out and take some risks.
Yep. But oh, and she got that invisibility rune just in front of the Sentry Wars, so she won't be ganking anyone.
This could be bad. There's a blink dagger on the Enigma. Uh-oh. I don't like where this is headed. Oh, it's an Enigma bomb! This is a very unwelcome surprise, a zombie surprise. Chop number 1, 3, 4, the bash, not enough. Enigma goes down and Tide is still alive. Where is that backup? Where is the anti-mage? Bruno, 1 bash! Oh, let's just watch this. Another. What were you saying about this stand-in? Can I quote you on that real quick?
He said that. He said, "I'm not playing. I'm just the backup. I'm just letting my friends having fun. I'm just farming the jungle."
I'm gonna pull out my big book of Bruno quotes, where I believe this is verbatim. This Lifestealer has done nothing this game yet. This Lifestealer has done nothing. Comes in, easy double kill.
That's what he said.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, don't believe me.
Backpedaling, standard Bruno.
I'm sad Bruno now.
Sad Bruno, what is that? You know, there should be like a line of Bruno plush dolls. Like you can have your sad Bruno, your no legs Bruno, your stats Bruno, your drunk at the after party Bruno with a couple extra buttons on the blazer undone.
Yeah. You actually make me sound like a schizophrenic there. Like all these mood changes, but you know, I'm just a very expressive person. I like to think that.
Yeah, you are. Oh, Anti-Mage really overshot that one. And he might pay for this.
He might be compensating for Beastmaster's lack of strength in the Axis.
Oh, that power! This is where T-Tox just gets really mad and rage quits the game. At least that's what I would do. That like clipped his cape before he TP'd away.
Oh well.
Like his ponytail is a little bit shorter now because of that power shot. That was a very unwanted haircut.
Yep. but I don't think he minds. Because they're winning. I'm just trying to understand the word placement. I like that they have the 4 words up. They're really wanting to win this game. But if you have 4 wards, you could have 4 better wards than this one, don't you think?
Well, the only thing better than 4 wards is 5 wards, so I'm really wondering why. Like, this is where you stockpile a couple. I gotta say. No laugh track for that one, Bruno.
No, I was.
He roared a creep. He roared a creep, and they still got the kill. No, I did catch that, Palpatine. Nice try, buddy. You know he's hoping I didn't catch that, but I did. I did.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Enigma is diving. And look at that, Nax. Look at that Lifestealer.
Oh, look at this Earthshaker! Look at this Enigma, Mr. President!
Didn't do anything.
Oh, this is another kill. Look at that armlet toggle. Look at that armlet toggle. I gotta say, armlet toggling. So annoying, man. So annoying.
Would you say that that should be fixed?
I don't know. I have you seen it's a Dota Cinema? I think you have seen this one because we were talking about it with is it a Slardar who armlet toggles like 20 times running across the map? I don't know. Like, to me, like, yes, nice timing and all, but that's not the same as hitting like an epic black hole or a hook or I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just bitter about all the times I've been owned by some big armlet toggles, I guess.
Well, I mean, do you know these games that were famous like 5, maybe even more years ago? The Dance Dance Revolution, where you had to hit the steps in the right way at the right timing. Maybe this is a way that Valve has, and Dota in general, has to attract that audience. Because when you play those heroes, it becomes just a game of timing, not a game of skill.
Yeah, it's like, you're right, it's like Dance Dance Revolution or something, man.
Yeah.
Or what's the Guitar Hero? It's like, it's...
Guitar Hero, yeah.
That's perfect.
Well, yeah.
What if you controlled your Dota characters with a guitar? How sweet would that be? That is some next level. Like, I was talking about, like, controlling with your mind. Forget about that. Forget about that. You gotta get the guitar crew interested in this game. Oh, Bruno. You're such a genius.
See,
even when you're not trying to be. But
I'll go to the patent office and just pretend that Dota 2 with guitars.
Guitars. I love how you say that. That is, I say guitars, but guitars has such a such a nice ring to it. It's got that style, you know.
I have to give my
troll. That was a troll. This Rubik is toying with them. That is not nice. Where's that black hole? It's on cooldown. Fissure in. Catching out 2. Light Striker Rate to follow. Echo Slam. Beautiful combo. Not enough. The big bad Lifestealer on the loose. This zombie cannot be stopped. One more chop. Maybe 2. Still chasing. Needs that bash. Not gonna fight it. Infest. What teamwork from this squad. Oh, Valve. Maybe a little bit outmatched or maybe not. Was the Ravage stolen? It was not. And Palpatine's gonna go down. That's 4 heroes dead. An absolute disaster. A train wreck of a fight for a team that got really cocky. And Bruno, the stats on cockiness, we know those very well. 9 to 1 chances. 9 to 1 chance. If you get cocky, you're gonna lose the game.
Oh, you think so? No, I just say that you're going to make the other. Oh, just.
That's a team wipe.
That's a team wipe. Yeah. So. Comeback time.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower
I couldn't resist.
Yeah. Booyah.
Booyah indeed. So you talked about the towers a long time ago, and I gotta say a disturbing lack of towers for this Radiant squad.
Yeah, and the mid tower full health. Top tower, about half health. Bottom tower, they should go for that. It's just 220 health away.
The fact that mid tower is full health at 27 minutes in, that is a problem. That is a big problem. Especially when it's Lina solo mid. You can just spam the creep wave and get a couple auto attacks off.
Oh, it's all about conserving mana. Now they're going for Roche. They're going for Roche. Now I have this little game. It's 40. How much time do they take doing Roche? Now, tell me. Started at 40. When do they kill them? Now.
30 seconds. No, 20 seconds. No,
Okay.
15 seconds. Once he used Rage, I was like, welp, I forgot about that ability.
Yeah, but 13 seconds. You were quite close the third time. You know, it's playing the
Without Rage, I think I would have been about right with 20-30 seconds.
Yeah, I would not be so sure. It's just a 4-second spell. So
Or I could give the diplomatic response and just say a 2-digit integer of a positive 2-digit integer.
That's.
Is that diplomatic or is that just a cop out?
Yeah, I was going to say that's not diplomatic. That doesn't mean what you think it means.
Oh, I know what it means. I was just trying to see what I could get away with you, which apparently is not much.
Oh well. There goes the other tier 2 tower. And that anti-mage. Does he have his Battle Fury yet? Not that it matters, but
yeah, he would if he hadn't bought the Sealing Salve, and that's a dead Earthshaker. And that's probably dead anti-mage if he gets stunned, which he doesn't. Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. Telekinesis, where is it? Doesn't want to use it. Okay.
oh.
And that's a
And now we're
T-Tox.
tower diving.
That's a very sad T-Tox. That's a nice Ravage. Where's the follow-up? No. Uh-oh. Oh, here comes the black hole.
Oh. And he. Oh no. I think this might be it. He shackled the wrong hero. Anti-mage, can you defend versus all these guys with the perseverance and the broadsword?
Bruno, when does Anti-Mage finish farming?
I don't know, G.
3 a.m. And it's not 3 a.m. yet. Yes, I shamelessly...
I should be for quite a while, I guess.
I shamelessly stole that one from Reddit. But when Anti-Mage is dying solo to their Shadow Demon, that is very, very unfortunate, I must say. It looked good for Valve, it really did. At the start, AM gets first blood, pretty good laning situation, and then... Bruno, what can we point to where it all sort of fell apart?
I think that it was that Lifestealer, which wasn't playing according to me. It's kind of like, you know, I really love reading, and I'm a Game of Thrones fan. And there's this guy that says, you're going to awake the dragon. Be careful with me because you're going to awake the dragon. I didn't awake the dragon, but I did wake up the Lifestealer. And look how he kills Windrunner in 3 hits, and Anti-Mage in 2.
I mean, here's my question. What is the scarier zombie? Is it this guy or is it Undying?
No, Undying, man.
This one's like a much more primal zombie to me. He walks on all fours. Undying's more like an intelligent, evolved zombie. He's got minions that work for him. He doesn't have to do everything for himself. And this is a very ambitious anti-mage. And they want to play some more Valve. I don't think Valve wants any more parts of this squad, though.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, if you have to compare those two, it's like comparing the all George Romero kind of zombie movies. That would be Undying. And then Lifestealer is one of those rage zombies from 28 Days Later or I Am Legend.
I don't know about that. That seems like a bit of a stretch, but I could see that. I could see it. I don't think Valve wants this other game.
No.
They're like,
Yes.
this is where you cry. This is where you cry, Uncle.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
Oh, well, I guess that will be it.
This is where we're gonna see Valve queue immediately into a matchmaking game after this, and they don't have to go.
I've done that. I have to admit I've done that.
I've done that, like, especially if you just have a friend you don't feel like playing with for whatever reason. It's like, oh, sorry, man, I gotta go. Immediately log off and then hit the Q button. Just kidding. I would never do that to anyone.
No.
But, well, Bruno, sadly, we only get this one game, man. We only get this one.
Yeah. Look at that scoreboard. 16-2 and 3 Lifestealer.
Ooh.
6 and 6 Tidehunter. I don't know, man. This hurts.
This hurts deep on the inside. Is there like a sad song we could play to reflect the moment here?
I'll let you choose this one. Because I have nothing.
Thanks for the help, buddy. Really appreciate the ballot. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that wraps it up for this special show match between Valve and a team of community translators. I was calling it Warlord and Friends. Apparently, he's the stand-in, so that is definitely not correct. But thank you all very much for tuning in. Be sure to follow Bruno, twitter.com/DA Fantasy League, and myself if you would like as well, twitter.com/LDDota. The VOD will be up on YouTube, but for now, that's going to do it. So thanks all for watching, and now it's time for the saddest song you will ever hear. And I think I know exactly what I want to play.